Hey guys, what is going on? The Zip of RageQuitTV casting the ZOTAC Cup number 18. It is QxGiNkA versus iS.OwMyGroun. This is the last BO1 of the event. A PVZ on Shakuras Plateau. We're going to see a Forge fast extend out of Inka because, hey, that's all you do on Shakuras Plateau PVZ. It's so easy, and you can get away with it every single game. Unless they 6-pull or something. But I doubt you do that in the last game until BO3s. Maybe in a BO3, you have mix up with that 6-pull every now and then to just try to metagame your opponent. Like, oh, you're going to Forge fast spin? I'm going to beat you with a maybe 8-pull. 8-pull's a bit better than the 6-pull, in my opinion. It comes a little bit later, but you can actually transition out of it pretty easily. First pylon is going down here. The Forge will come up. I'm guessing that will be around 14 supply, or maybe he'll just go for a Nexus first. It depends what this probe sees. So 9 pylons. The probe is going to come in, and if he sees like just a spawning pool, he'll probably go for a 16 Nexus. If he sees a gas and a spawning pool, he's going to go for a quicker Forge. The reason behind that is that he just throws down a spawning pool, chances are he wants to expand as soon as possible. So he can throw down the mana pylon. The first 2 or 4 lings will attack the pylon and not go to the base to take out the Forge, but it looks like he's building that right now at 13. So he's getting this Forge a little bit earlier than he has to. Maybe not. The probe now coming in. Looks like he is waiting. The probe does come down. And he's not going to see the spawning pool. Well, he's going to see it just starting, so we'll see if he throws down the Forge. Sees that, and he should 16 Nexus in this situation. I think he'd be safe. And I think he thinks he's safe as well. The probe going to go and try to just zap drones. He knows the spawning pool not done yet. And there we go. The 16 Nexus is going to come. And again, no gas thrown, so it looks like iS.OwMyGroun does want to expand behind this and gets away with it with his scouting drone. Or was that hidden? I don't know where that drone comes from. But this could be a little bit of a pain for Inka because he wanted to get the pylon here to block this so the lings would attack the pylon and delay them from coming to his base. Now that the hatch is done, there's no reason for the lings to stay at home. They can go straight towards Inka's base, and he's just getting a queen now, not producing any lings, so he's not going to put any pressure on at all. But hey, he's got his expansion up, his pool is done, and Inka doesn't know that yet. He's like, okay, what? You didn't go for a gas, what are you doing? And he is going to see the hatch and be like, ugh! You snuck one on me, man. That's not cool. And he's not even going to try to cannon rush it again because the spawning pool is out. He can just get a few lings out and deal with that very easily. Instead, he is going to wall up with a gateway and cannon. And getting 1 gas right now. I'm surprised he doesn't go for 2 gas. But Inka's expansion is ahead because he did go for a 16 Nexus. The Zerg is free to take a 3rd base. And he has to take this base, but it's kind of dangerous because the Void Ray will come out. So I'm guessing he's going to go for a 2-base infester style. The old thing was to say, hey, you're Forge fast spinning, I'll go on 3 bases really quick. And he's going to do that. He is going to go on 3 bases. And the reason he doesn't go on this base is because of this area. Get Colossus out with a few sentries. You can do a huge timing attack, and there's nothing Zerg can do because, hey, I'm in a Nero choke that can attack your base. That sucks. The danger of this, though, he has to scout around. He has 1 ling just looking. And the probe is going to try to cannon rush this 3rd base. And if that fails, he is going to try to get a Void Ray out. Or maybe he's not even going to try to cannon rush that base. But he is going to go for a quick Stargate as soon as this finishes to get a Void Ray. And the danger to this base is you can't really expand your creep touching bases, so there's no anti-air here at all. The Queen can't make it. And, well, that's the only anti-air unit you really have as Zerg until Leia. And the Spore Caller, you don't have the creep up yet to get a Spore Caller built, so he's going to go for a Robo Facility, which is odd. So Inka just saying, you can go on 3 bases all you want. I'll be fine. And it really does shock me because he has a very high probability of blocking this hatchery if he just gets 1 Void Ray out and then gets a Phoenix. And that doesn't really set you behind at all. After that, you can go and kill these Overlords and take out the Vision. And then when you have an Observer, you can use that Void Ray plus the Observer just to snipe Creep Tumors. It is really good to get that out, in my opinion. But it looks like QxGiNkA is going to do some sort of timing. Maybe not. He's getting Observer first, so we'll see. QxGiNkA most likely will be doing a timing. I'm not sure what timing it will be yet. But he's on 2 base, letting the Zerg play a macro up freely. You generally don't want to do that. And this is the time the Voyager would be hitting the base if he chose to get a Stargate. And as you see, no anti-air. Voyager beats a Queen 1-on-1, especially if he gets a Phoenix after that. So he could have easily taken that base out. And now one Overlord is coming in. The Sentry going to be dealing with it. And did that Overlord see that Robo? Let's see. Gotta click on a unit. Yeah, he did. So he knows no Void Ray out at all. So he's gonna be perfectly safe. It is gonna be some type of +1 attack. He is getting a Twilight Council, so it looks like he's gonna be favoring Blink Stalkers. Maybe Charge Lots. I'm assuming Blink Stalkers. And that'll be good just because iS.OwMyGroun is going for Roaches and not going to be massing Lings. And he has this Observer so he can see what the unit composition is, because you don't want to build Zealots against Roaches and you don't want to build Stalkers against mass Lings. Especially if they get an Infestor out. iS.OwMyGroun is still just on Hatch Tech. So those Roaches won't have speed and they're very oh my. Not going to see Blink Stalkers. We have a Dark Shrine going down. DTs. And we'll see if iS.OwMyGroun can defend this. His lair now just starting. The Observer does see that. It's at about 50 seconds till it's completed. He has an Evo Chamber. Will he go and get the Spore Color plus Spine Color at each base just to be safe? He should at least do it on this 3rd base. On the main, you don't exactly have to. But 3 DTs, I think it's 3, maybe 4, but I believe it's 3 DTs, can kill a hatch off before an Overseer gets morphed. Pretty cool. And we have a Warp Prism coming out and a Blink, so QxGiNkA is all over the place right now. There's going to be one insane attack. He's going for +2, so maybe it's going to be a +2 timing attack. I don't know. He should be moving out fairly soon with those DTs. As the Dark Shrine now is complete. Some great Overlord spread from iS.OwMyGroun, so he should be able to see the Warp Prism coming, but will he see the DTs coming is a whole different question. And now QxGiNkA is gearing up to take his 3rd base. And the Warp Prism being as sneaky as it possibly can, but gets scouted by those Lings. Was he paying attention? Oh my god. He's picking up a Sentry. This is possibly the rudest thing in the book. He's got a Sentry so he can force field this ramp and then get DTs in the base and destroy things. Or maybe he's gonna, no, he is gonna Sentry and force field the ramp most likely. Now getting DTs, or is he going to go back here, force field the drones in, and then drop and deal massive damage? DTs unloading, but nope. He is gonna try to force field this. The Overseer is morphing. And he's going to snipe that Roach when that speed is not going to finish. Is it going to get canceled? No, it doesn't look like it. And the DTs do get taken out. It's kind of curious why he... Oh, he's got a lot of Zealots. But he's going Blink Stalkers with Immortals. It's kind of odd that he took out the Roaches. Maybe he's confident in his force fielding, as he has so much energy on those sentries. So, I guess, yeah, he doesn't mind mass Lings. Oh, that's why. He's going for a Templar Archon so he can get Storm or Archons out, which will demolish Massling. That's exactly what QxGiNkA's plan is. Most likely going to get the Archons out, then transition into Storm. And Blink Stalker Immortal Archon is, right now, I believe, the best Protoss composition. With Storms, of course. I know I said Archon, but with High Templars for Storm as well. But I believe that's the strongest composition, but requires a lot of micro. This is not a death ball. You can't just 1A with this composition. It requires a lot of micro. Immortals got to attack Roaches. Stalkers got to do blinking. High Templars got to do High Templar things in Storm. And looks like more. 2 DTs and a Sentry. Looks like he wants to take out this 3rd base. But there is a Spore Caller plus a Queen with units being built. And Storm is actually about halfway done, so he may not go for Archon. May try to Storm Lings, and Storm does so good against Lings. And that is a lot of Lings. That's 4 control groups, and 95. +2 missile attack is on the way. Neuroparasite is also coming out. And I can't wait to see the Storms, unless he can Neuroparasite a High Templar and do feedbacks. And with this Observer here, those High Templars should have a huge advantage in feedback, as he can just queue up those commands and get it instantaneously. And everything from QxGiNkA going back into his main. These Lings should probably do... well, they can't really do too much. QxGiNkA is perfectly turtled. Infestors could infest the Titan behind all that if they want to. And that would be good if they shot a bunch of infested Titans back behind this line. And he sees units at both bases. Will he get the fungal growth to infest the Titans out? Those infestors right now doing nothing. And Storm going off. So much damage being done. And you lost about 15 Lings in that engagement. Only 4 to Storm. And he's going to go back in for it. I don't know if that Sentry can do many more force fields. 2 go down. Some feedbacks now going off. Archons being built as they were fungal growth. Big fungal growth goes off on this high ground. QxGiNkA should be moving these units down. Yes, he is. But it looks like this third base is just going to be taken out by brute force. Those Archons, I mean, the Infestors in the back need to get out. And so many forces going off, trapping roaches. Now feedback's going to those Infestors. Infestors get taken care of. No real damage done to QxGiNkA. But iS.OwMyGroun is on a lot of bases, and whoa, in the meantime, that middle line is gone. But no workers killed. So, guess that's good, and we have a lot of units whooping in to take this base out. That hatch is going to be going down. Unless the Queen can transfuse it long enough, but I don't think she can. Hatch is gonna fall, unless, is she gonna transfuse again? No, she cannot. But there's another one being built up here again. He has this base as well. Does QxGiNkA know about that? And oh my god, there's a Ling run by. This natural is going down. All the units are right here. I don't know what is happening. But that base goes down. This Zealot and DT doing a lot of damage. And DT's whooped in to deal with these Lings. The Lings are going to go in and try to take out as many probes as possible. This Nexus at full energy. And that Simon Escort will go down, it looks like, unless that DT can do it quick enough. And those Lings should just take that Simon Escort out, but they are going for the probes. And now going to go back up to that Simon Escort, and will they take it out? I don't believe they will. They're attacking the Zealot now and going to attack it, but no, not going to take it out. But we have a big whooping in the back here, DTs and Zealots, and a High Templar. And more going to try to take out this Hive. And the Queen going to be the first to fall. Units coming back to deal with this. Lings in here, but they're not in the best position. Cannot get surrounded. Oh my god, a huge storm. Takes out all of those Lings. And it's hard to say who is winning at this point. So much damage has been done to each player. This fourth base is up, and holy gateways. So QxGiNkA definitely has enough gateways to whoop in a lot of units. That's 15 gates out. Oh no, I missed 2. That's 17 gates out that I have known about. So definitely a lot. And this War Prism with 3 DTs and a Zealot. Maybe that's a DT. No, that's a DT too. So 4 DTs. One going to go to this base. The other's going to go up here. And he's trying to get a Spore Crawler up. Will he get that in time? That's enough DTs where they can just snipe the Spore Crawler though. So that won't come out in time. But he's going for the hatch. I don't know if I agree with that. If this finishes in time, those DTs can go down. But no, their Spine Crawler is not in range in the back here. Hatch will fall. Wait. Oh my god. It's so close. And yes, that DT gets a hero hit off. And meanwhile, this whole army cleans up that base. iS.OwMyGroun is in a lot of trouble, but he's morphing in Broodlords. And there's nothing really to deal with them in this composition. A few Stalkers are out. With Archons, I guess. The few do blink and Storms go underneath of them. But I think these Broodlords will be able to hold this. And will Inca be able to get a big enough force to deal with the Broodlords? And just like that, the Broodlords pop and everything, it does go down. And iS.OwMyGroun has this base back here. Their Spinecrawlers need a burrow. They're losing HP. Meanwhile, you have DTs wrecking the main. Spinecrawler is going to go down. And iS.OwMyGroun has to do something here. The DTs and harassment is just constant from Inca. And now Inca is going to be taking out that Greater Spire plus the Infestation Pit. Both of those do fall. Now the DTs are going to get away. And this Warp Prism has just been the death of iS.OwMyGroun. But I don't know. That's a lot of Broodlords. That's 9 of them and 14 Stalkers out. And the Stalkers now just targeting them. Will they be able to take those Broodlords out? It looks like they may not. I don't know. Storm is going to have to go off on them. And looks like, yes, they can deal with the Broodlords. But Roaches come in from the back. Will these Roaches be the saving grace? And yes, it looks like 3 Broodlords or 4 now left. Keep in mind, the Greater Spire has gone down. So he can't morph in anymore. At the same time, 4 DTs are coming here. Going to be taking out this hatch before it can finish. Some coming down here. And this Spinecrawler needs to burrow. And now that hatch goes down. And at this point, I have to give the game over to Inca. But it's always possible that iS.OwMyGroun can come in and could go either way still at this point. And this Warp Prism has just been so effective. Does he have that speed upgrade? That's my question. It doesn't look like he does, but he may. But I'm almost certain he does not have that speed upgrade. I've never seen a Robo facility, a Robo Bay go down. And now DT's going to attack this Greater Spire, but we have 2 Spinecrawlers wailing away. This Queen has enough energy to get the Transfuse. Will she be able to heal this enough? More and more units coming in. He wants this down. He's going to have to cancel the Greater Spire, but he's building another one. Infestors do pop to Fungal Growth that, and now the Warp Prism is going to go down. But it's a lot of Stalkers now to deal with the Broodlords. But Infestors are out. If they get Fungal Growths off, that'll be extremely good. And now the Stalkers, what are they going to do? They looks like they're just going to pull back. And yeah, Inca now at 164 versus the 120 of iS.OwMyGroun. The DT harassment has just been so effective. Let's go to this loss tab. Actually, Protoss has lost a little bit more, but he stopped the mining. Let's go over to, what was it? Spending. You can see the Protoss spent 14,000 more on army. The same. That's funny. The same exact amount spent on tech. And they're different races, so I find that hilarious. And the Zerg had to spend 3,000 more on income. And here we go. Lots of high Templars, though. Getting some sick feedbacks off of those Infestors. Even more. Now the Storm. And that is going to be all she wrote. So much from Inca. Such great feedbacking. And what an epic match. There goes the GG. We go into brackets now. Inka showing us the skill